Hey there and welcome to a new episode. We are in Berlin for a couple of days and we're going to take you with us to look at the best shops for film photography. We're going to look at some museums and exhibitions, and we're just going to cruise around the city and see what we can find to photograph. As a camera, I brought my newly acquired Contex 167MT. I just bought it 2 days ago and I haven't shot any test rolls or anything with it, so I'm pretty excited and always a bit anxious when shooting a new camera as well. I basically know not a lot about this camera, and I will go into a separate video where I explain more features of this camera, but it's a pretty neat SLR, I guess from the late 90s. It has a 50mm 1.4 lens on it. Sounds really promising. I'm excited. Let's come along. Something I find pretty neat already is the automatic winder and the shutter sound. I'm a big fan of like cool sounding shutter sounds, and this one I really like. For focusing, it has a very wide viewfinder, which I really appreciate as well. Yeah, that's how much I can tell so far. I'm testing out its 1.4 capabilities. Also nice, it has a max shutter speed of, I believe, 4000, which is pretty good as well. So you can really try to make use of the 1.4 aperture, even in daylight. So we arrived at the first store we're gonna visit. It's called Photo Impacts, and it has a lot of film stocks on offer and papers and anything analog photography related. It's usually the shop where I order my film stocks online to Vienna, but now we're gonna visit their retail store and see what it looks like inside. The next shop we're gonna visit is not really analog photography related, but it's a shop I always come to visit when I'm in Berlin. It's called Do You Read Me? And it's my favorite magazine and publication store. It's quite small, but it has a wide selection of international publications, photo related, art related, architecture related, and it's just always amazing and a pleasure to browse through their magazines and stuff they have on stock. So let's follow along and see what they have on offer today. The next store we're gonna visit is another book and magazine store. It's called Soda Books. It's a bit bigger and it has a wider range of books available. And yeah, we're gonna cruise inside and see what they have. So we're here at the Safelight store with the founders Alessandro and Chris, and yeah, they basically gonna walk you through the store and what they have to offer and what they're doing here, and yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess this part is the most important part. These are where we display most of our cameras. Right now we don't have such a cool stock. There's a few kind of interesting cameras. But yeah, usually we have the point and shoots, SLRs, and then more SLRs. Usually we have the really fancy stuff up there, but right now we have some kind of mediocre Canon autofocus cameras. This is supposed to be our medium format section, but we just have two lonely Yashica mats up there. We sold a bunch of medium format recently, so we're just filling the space with some higher end SLRs and stuff to support our local artists and friends that are self-publishing and stuff. So we have a lot of stuff that just came out, including this awesome book from a good friend of ours, Alberto Ferrero.
Yeah.
He was in Japan for 2 months and shot this whole book on a Leica M6 with all HP5 and flash.
It was more or less like a 3 years project.
Yeah. Okay, so this is our chill zone here. We have a bunch of photo books from our personal collection you can look at. We have some other zines and stuff that's going on. And you can come, relax, sit down, talk with us, look at books, and just relax. This is our kind of strap accessory section. We have our special wrist straps, wrist catchers. It's a complete cross-body strap, and there's like no one kind of making this. Maybe you want to put it on. Because they're only making the one with two neck straps with 2 holders, but this one just has a single one, so you can actually put on your point and shoot. Yeah. This is our pin section. Now the new cool thing is, I guess, to have a pin of your favorite film, or we have stuff. This is an Australian brand, Third Culture. They do kind of like these bootleg pins. We just have now left HP5 and Tri-X. And then Analog is different. They're from Barcelona, and they're doing really cool. I think the girl that runs it, she's a designer. She's these awesome pins. Then we have our own little section here. We made this kind of handle with care pin, and then we have our own branded film pin with the Moldy Gold 100. Yeah, this is our lab. It's a little bit under construction right now, but this is the Frontier Pro SP2000 scanner, where we can scan 35mm and middle format stuff when we get jobs in. Super simple. Take the film out. We have this numbering thing. One number goes here, $4.99. So this is finished. We take this. We actually have to, on every single film that everybody sends us, we have to pull the film back out, which is can be a bit of a pain. Like this. We have a little guillotine press here. We cut the end of the film flat, put the other number that matches the number on their job here. Okay, so this is ready to be basically put in the machine. We have to tape it now to the leader card. Okay, now you can stick it into the machine once the machine is running, and you can close it. And it sucks it in and develops the film. Construction right now, we're building up a Jobo. This was gifted to us, and now we're trying to put it back together so we can actually have a proper setup for black and white. Right now we're doing everything by hand, so we would like to set this up so that we can actually do up to 6 rolls at a time. Super cool. Okay, after putting all of the names of the customer and the number of the film, we load it into the machine. And once everything looks okay, we can actually put it into auto mode. And now the scanner is scanning everything at the resolution we set it till the end of the roll. Sucks in the things, and you just leave it in 6s. And then you have it all ready to go.
Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
It was nice meeting you.
Thank you. Here's some stickers and
I
stuff.
wish you all the best with the shop.
Thanks.
And if you're ever in Vienna, let us know.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for showing us around.
Thanks.
See you. Bye. So that was nice meeting the guys of Safelight. Now we are off to the last stop on our tour. We're gonna go to the Robert Frank exhibition in the CO gallery. I'm really excited to see it. Let's go. So we arrived at the last stop of our tour. We're gonna look at the Robert Frank exhibition in the CO gallery of Berlin. It's always a great place to stop by. The gallery mostly hosts like really famous photographers, like master photographers, and we were very lucky because we didn't even know the exhibition is on. So we're even more excited to see what it's behind. And another exhibition, which is now hosted at the same time, is No Photos on the Dance Floor, which is like a chronology of party scene capturing documentary of Berlin from 1998 till now. So we're gonna look at both of these exhibitions, and yeah, let's go. So the exhibition was called Robert Frank Unseen, and as the title suggests, it was a lot about his work before the Americans. So a lot of the photographs was from his time in Europe, as he was a Swiss-born photographer, showing stuff he shot in Italy and other parts of Europe. What I really liked were the big contact sheets on the walls, mixed in with some of the images from the Americans. The second exhibition, No Photos on the Dance Floor, was a visual exploration of Berlin's party scene. Strong portraits of post-show artists and guests mixed with photos of empty rooms or even longer-term projects documenting the heavy party scene, which Berlin became famous for. So we just saw two really interesting exhibitions, and I bought one book. This was the end of our little guide to Berlin. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment below if you have any further suggestions. And if you want to see more of my work, please check out my Instagram channel or my website, and see you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.